Asian Playsian.
But I wish, I just wish they experiment more.
Yeah.
I think that's my main issue. I wish they would touch new grounds and be, what's the word? Contentious? I don't know.
I don't know.
Just be different,
Innovative?
honestly. Just don't try to do what sells.
Try new things.
Yeah,
I
but
feel that.
but instead try. It's like the thing what I talked about earlier with anime. I want to see more passion projects.
Mm-hmm.
I think, I especially with certain directors, like when people talk about like directors and stuff like that. Actually, where am I supposed to go? When people talk about certain directors and stuff like that, and talk about what kind of movies they make, it's interesting to me, cause especially for certain directors, like a good example is Quentin Tarantino, right?
Oh, dude.
He has a very certain kind of movie,
Yeah.
and I like a lot of his movies, but
He's making a Star Trek.
is he?
Yeah.
Huh.
He's directing the next Star Trek.
Huh, interesting.
What?
Huh,
It's fucking wild, dude.
yeah. Anyway,
That means Samuel
Samuel Jackson
Jackson
will be in
will
it.
be there.
Is there gonna be just be? Oh, I can go.
Oh my god, you're on land. What is this? We're not playing Abzu anymore.
Huh. Anyways, but like, he has a very particular kind of movie. Same with like M. Night Shyamalan, very particular kind of movie.
Yeah.
And I think, when I say that, it really shows that they're passion projects because of how particular their movies are.
Yeah, that's true. Either M. Night Shyamalan either makes an amazing movie or an absolute shit movie.
Yeah, but on the other hand, I don't have that same feeling towards a director like J.J. Abrams. I know how his movies look, but I don't know how his movies
I just like
feel.
how they look. Yeah, I just like how they look visually, but I don't. Yeah, I've only ever seen a couple of his stuff. I really like Edgar Wright's.
Edgar Wright is
so.
another filmmaker, which is like you could tell that his movies are his movies.
I was gonna say, I think Baby Driver was literally a passion project for him.
I think Baby Driver was like, can I make a movie-long music video?
Exactly. Yeah, like he was pushing to do that movie a long time ago, but he like put it on the side so he could, do other movies, like establish himself more. I mean. Yeah, I really like Edgar Wright, which is why I was really sad Ant-Man wasn't directed by Edgar Wright, because that could have been a much better film if it was directed by him.
I think it certainly would have been more interesting.
Case in point.
I think, and that's what I'm talking about with like movies. Like, can you tell me who has directed a majority of Marvel movies?
Not a single one.
I can't either. And
No, Avengers 1, Joss Whedon.
Yeah, well, okay, Josh Whedon.
I remember that one.
But here's the thing, like,
That's it though.
Josh Whedon's like,
Oh no, sorry. Thor 3, Taika Waititi.
why do you know that?
He voices Korg, and he's actually a pretty funny guy.
Huh. Interesting. I will have never known that. Anyway, but the thing with like Thor Ragnarok is like, not Thor Ragnarok. Like Josh Whedon is that his style has now spilled over to every other Marvel movie.
Yeah,
even
that's true.
Even when it's not directed by him.
Yeah, it's like the studio saw like, oh, people like what Joss Whedon did. Let's make that every single movie from here on out.
Yeah, it makes it so all the directors kind of blur together.
Yeah, though the director, I don't remember his name, but the director for Spider-Man: Homecoming tried to do a little bit different.
Yeah.
It didn't come out that well, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Like I said earlier, it's like I do not understand how such a diverse cast of heroes, how people with a bunch of different backgrounds, and yet all their movies hit the same exact beats.
That's true.
It feels weird to me. I feel like it should be a lot more different.
Yeah,
Because,
I feel that.
like for instance, I feel like Ant-Man, for example, there's a lot of movies, there's a lot of stuff wrong with it.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like one thing they could have done in order to make it different is to really push on like him being a thief.
Yeah,
because they do that like twice in the movie, which is
Yeah.
like the heist in the beginning and the heist at the company. And I feel like those are like the best parts of the movie.
Mhm.
So having more of that, having more like heist feeling in this Ant-Man movie, could be beneficial. I don't know. I'm not psychic, so I can't say that for
who
sure.
knows, maybe the movie might have been worse if that were the case. But who
Yeah,
knows?
but it would make it different.
Yeah.
It wouldn't make it like a stir.
Yeah, that's really all I'm hoping for at this point from the Marvel movies. Just different.
It
Feel
wouldn't-
different.
It wouldn't feel like Iron Man all over again.
Yeah. I just want it to feel like a different movie. Like, I'm really hoping Black Panther doesn't hit all the same points, but like it.
It would be incredible if it does, considering how like it's in a different land and they
Yeah.
have their own history.
Exactly. That's the real fear. That somehow they do that.
Like, oh man. You okay with this? Is your fault? No. Okay.
Yeah, like I mean,
Probably about to though.
Marvel movies have their fair share of problems, but then like DC movies,
No,
it's just all problems.
DC movies have all problems, but at least they all feel different.
That is true. They do all feel different,
like I fully acknowledge they have all these problems.
with the exception of how they look. They all feel different.
Yeah. I mean, Suicide Squad look different.
It looked like garbage, is what it did. Jesus.
But you know, in all honesty though, you know who, in terms of how they look, you know who does that worse though? Fucking the Marvel movies all kind of look the same sometimes.
I mean, true. They don't use very bright colors, which is a real shame.
I think the
with the
only.
exception of Doctor Strange.
I'm not even sure about that sometimes.
Namely when he's going through fucking Ancient One's trip.
Yeah.
Because they had a little fun with that.
But man, like, do a lot of the Marvel movies look the same?
Yeah, that's pretty fair.
At least I can say, like, with DC movies, like, I like the way they do color a lot. Especially with how bright the whites can be and how dark the darks can be. Sorry if I fell asleep, by the way.
Yep. I just wish that it wasn't coated in shit.
Yeah. There's just a lot of things wrong with the DC movies. There's a lot of things wrong with the Marvel movies. It's just that one gets a lot more love than the other.
Yeah. I just don't feel like any of the... I mean, of course, they all, like, a lot of the same story points, but I don't feel like majority of the Marvel movies are just outright trash.
No, that's true. But
Because Man of Steel was bad, BVS was even worse, Suicide Squad was the worst of all.
yeah, that's true. But my issue with the Marvel movies, like, okay, I will fully accept that the Marvel movies, in general, are better than DC movies. I don't think that a lot of people could argue against that, unless you're
Honestly.
a hardcore DC fan.
Honestly.
But my thing is, I can watch all the DC movies and feel like I don't have to skip all of them. That's not the right word.
So say you can skip the shit out of Suicide Squad.
You can skip a lot of them, but I don't feel like I'm watching the same movie twice.
Yeah, that's fair.
With my thing with Marvel movies, I feel like I've watched the same movie like 6 times over these days.
Where is this leading
Hell.
to? What is even happening now?
I don't know. You fell asleep for a bit.
Your
and
guess is as good as ours.
Yeah.
Well, it is like almost like.
It's just a little past 4.
Oh, okay.
We were talking for only an hour.
It's past my bedtime time.
Your Betty by time, it's definitely past M's. Ugh.
That's true. She should go to sleep.
She probably just left the light on.
Probably.
Why do these swordfish have neon eyes?
Unique. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. They're pretty unique. I know what else can we complain about? What do you want to complain about, Sarah?
It's just gonna be the complaint cast.
That's what
This will be
point.
Asian abrasion.
Asian abrasion.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like laid back and cool. Well, I'm laid back.
You literally fell asleep.
Yeah, I literally fell asleep, so it's all good for me. I'm not complaining over here.
How is water flowing underwater like that?
I don't think it's supposed to be water.
I hope not.
I think if it is water, it's like unique water. It's special
I was
water.
gonna say, you see that? I mean, like it's flowing out like a waterfall.
It's
Sort of.
It's like that water that has like a different
It's very-
like, density. You know?
It doesn't mix.
Yeah, and it doesn't mix. That's a
It's
natural.
oil.
No, it's a different thing.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, that's pretty. No.
Yeah, that's about something we like.
Talk about something we like.
I like Okami.
No, we hate everything. No.
I love Okami.
We like games.
We do like games.
Hence why we have this channel.
What? No.
What? No,
way.
we don't we just all don't hate games.
I
No.
like money.
I think in general.
What? I like money, Sarah. What?
I like money.
I
We
do
were talking
too.
about things we liked.
We're not just trying to list things.
Oh.
I'm
Trying
gonna
to
put a
find a
screensaver on
topic.
for a second because I just been playing for 3 hours. I think it's fair to say that we're not really game critics, all of us.
I'm pretty critical about games.
But
The ones I play, at least, of course.
But I don't. I'm not gonna. I think it's fair to say. Okay, at least for me, I'm not really a game critic. I don't analyze games as much as I do like movies and anime and like manga and stuff like that. So I enjoy games a lot more than most people do. Like I could deal with shit games and play them for fun.
I feel that.
So, like for instance, like what's a good example of a bad game that I play for fun a lot?
Like a guilty pleasure game.
Yeah. Dynasty Wars is kind of like that.
Dude, I feel that. It's the same game every time, and I hate it when people complain about that. It's just... That's the point!
Oh, I have one.
It's really just updated. That's what you're buying into, honestly.
Yeah, what's Sarah?
Yeah, so there used to be like this old Rugrats game.
Oh, is it the one in Paris?
No.
Oh,
That
not
one is
Rugrats in
really,
Paris.
really bad.
Yeah, that's what it is.
But I played it a lot. But I never liked it. I liked, I think it was called like, I forgot what it's called. It's like Lights, Camera, Action or something like that. Or like Rugrats on
Was
set.
that a Rugrats game? I was supposed to say Lights, Camera, Action. I think that was like a Nickelodeon game on GameCube.
Maybe, but...
That was like an all-property sort of thing.
Yeah, but this one was specifically Rugrats. It was when they were at a
Movie set?
movie set,
Excuse me.
movie studio, and they had to go to different sets. And that was a great game. I really liked it, and I used to play it all the time. I think if I go back now, because they had this section in the game where it was basically Mario Kart, but it didn't run well at all.
Well then.
But I played it a lot, and there was like a lot of kiddie games, like hide and seek, and like don't get caught by the robots.
Well then.
Yeah, it was a good game.
I can't think of a game that I think is bad, but I play because I still enjoy it.
There is a game that a lot of people think is bad, but you play because you enjoy it.
Mass Effect Andromeda, that's the one that came to mind, but I don't think Mass Effect Andromeda is bad. I think people just blew it way out of proportion. Like, I don't deny that there were bugs, and the facial animation was pretty bad. But, like, they've addressed the bugs now. There's very little, as far as I can tell, from what I've played at this point. And the facial animations, like, they've improved on it, and that's the thing that breaks your enjoyment of the game?
Well, okay, I'm gonna play devil's advocate here because I have not played the game. I'm not a Mass Effect fan at all. I haven't played any of these. But I have seen a video essay on Mass Effect. And this video essay is by a YouTuber called Clean Price Gaming, I believe. For those who don't know, I really like watching video essays. Those are really fun with me. But if I remember his essay correctly, some of his complaints is that a lot of problems with with Mass Effect Andromeda, he doesn't put it against the team. He put it specifically on EA.
Well, also, in some small fairness, it was a different team altogether from a different Bioware branch altogether that made Andromeda.
Yeah, but his issue was that the game was not built for how Mass Effect should have been, or how it was generally built before. it was like
It's a different feel altogether.
yeah, it's a different feel altogether, and it kind of breaks what made Mass Effect good in the first place. Is what in general his video was saying.
This is royalty free music.
Oh, is it? Oh, you have to put it in.
The intro I recognized immediately.
Oh, so you recognize the royalty-free music right now?
Yeah.
Huh.
Or at least the very intro, they probably like used a bit from a royalty-free song, but sorry.
Huh. That's funny. So you can stream this without any problem. Well, but I think an example he brings up in particular is how the open world shooting works. I don't remember exactly what he said, but I think what do not quote me.
Okay.
Alright, do not quote me. I'm probably wrong, but one of the things that he may have brought up was that the shooting in the open world and the moving around are two completely separate things, and that that makes the game monotonous to a point. You know what? You know what I mean? It's not. It's kind of like how. It's sort of like how Grand Theft Auto handles a lot of their action sequences, where you travel to this place, and now you shoot.
I could see that.
Yeah.
Because one of my problems with Andromeda is like, it's the fetchiest of fetch quests.
That too. I'm pretty sure you brought that up.
So many. Like, one of my favorite things about, because he's right with Mass Effect Andromeda just being a different game basically. Because like one of the things about Mass Effect 1 through 3 was that like there were a lot of side quests, but each side quest was like packed with stories still. And like it could still be really interesting. But then in Andromeda there's like literally side quests just like go here, kill these guys, bring back that shit. And then, like they don't put a lot of context, lore, or anything into it. So that's part of the reason why I haven't finished it quite yet, just because it's just such a chore to get 100% on that game.
Would you at least say Mass Effect Andromeda is probably the worst of the three Mass Effects?
Oh, definitely, by and far.
Okay. At least, okay, internet. You can at least feel satisfied there.
I am a biodrone through and through, and I use that term of that negative term as a positive term. I am co-opting that term, but like I acknowledge that Mass Effect Andromeda is not a good game. I don't think it's just outright bad, because I feel like people gloss over the fact that the like the gunplay itself has just been improved. Like it may not be like it is monotonous going from point A to point B, and just it is, but like in a given firefight, I feel like just looking at a single firefight, I feel like it's more fun than previous Mass Effects. Because you have so much more freedom, you can do whatever you want with your skills, and it just feels good when you're doing that one fight. But then it's just surrounded by Like there hasn't been anything in Mass Effect Andromeda where it was just like, man, that was great. I mean, there are moments where like I like character moments, but like the game in its entirety is just Like if I had to put a number on it, which I typically do, I would probably a 5 at best. Anything higher is kind of pushing it. Yeah. Good night, Sarah.
Oh, sorry. I don't know. I was thinking of something, and then I closed my eyes, and then I thought I was awake, but I wasn't awake.
But yeah, with the exception of Mass Effect Andromeda, I can't think of a game that I believe is bad, but still enjoy.
I'm trying to think. Azura's Wrath is definitely.
You think it's bad?
Azura's Wrath is
I don't know.
Azura's Wrath is a pretty bad game. But it is a ride of your life. A lot of people do not like that game. Like, just straight up hate that game.
You know, I'm very torn because I do love it and I hate it. Until Dawn.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things I love about the game, and just as many things I hate about the game.
Oh, that does remind me though. I watched your Life is Strange playthrough.
Mm-hmm.
And am I supposed to go this?
Nah, hell if I know.
Yeah. I watched your Life is Strange playthrough. And so while I was watching it, I remember when we were talking about it before the Let's Play, right? And you were talking about how much you didn't like the series and how much Pam didn't like the series. How Ben, I don't know his opinion.
I don't think he has an opinion on it.
And Sarah went in blind. And I know the series, and I just thought it wasn't that good.
Mm-hmm.
But as I was rewatching it, and as I know like the context of everything now, because I've seen the entire game, I found that I still don't like it personally.
Mm-hmm.
But I found that like a lot of the complaints that I'm not gonna say all the complaints. You and Pam have some very legitimate complaints. But I feel like a lot of the complaints you made is a lot of kind of missing the point. Is what I guess what I'm trying to say?
Like which ones?
I guess especially the choice part. We talk about like choice does not matter in that game.
Mm-hmm.
The thing with a choice not being like important in that game, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
it's more about the personal choices that Max makes because of the power she has now. More rather than like, oh, these choices should matter in the long run and all that stuff. But it should be more about how Max has changed because she has these powers, or how Max has changed from like the very beginning of the game.
Mm-hmm.
I think Sarah brought it up literally in the first part when when Max saw the kids bullying, but she walked away, and how she brought up like, oh, that's kind of neat because she didn't do anything because she didn't have power, but now that she has power, she has the power of action, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So when you talk about like, oh, like choice doesn't matter in the game, all that stuff, it is not really about choice not mattering, but it's more about the choices that she makes personally, rather than like how it affects the game itself. And another scene that I think that you and Pam kind of missed completely was the Kate scene, right?
When we're saving her? Or?
When you're saving her.
Okay.
Because I remember when Ben was talking about like, can she just straight up die? And you said like, yeah, but you could just reload the game. That, for me, like, that's not really the point. The point is that like the game has made you comfortable by rewinding and all this stuff, and knowing that the choices you make, you can sort of take it back. You can think about the choices you make and like think about the consequences. But now that it's taken away with you, and like the power, that the fact that like this death is permanent as it should be, that's what it's important, and every single thing you say matters in that context. Because like it might not matter in the gameplay standpoint, but it definitely matters to Kate, and it definitely matters to Max as characters.
Yeah, I mean, I feel that for that moment, because it's just that, because they hammer in, like, whenever you start a new episode, that your choices matter, and like, yeah, I don't, in this moment, I get what you mean, like, in this moment, I no longer can rewind, so it, like, super matters what I say right now, but, like, it just feels cheapened because I can just do that. Like, I can just exit and come back in. And, like, that same argument can be made for literally any game where choices, quote-unquote, matter. But, like, the thing with this single moment is any other time in the game I can rewind, so it's not a huge inconvenience to me that I just exit and come back in this singular moment. So it just feels a little cheapened.
I'm not so sure about that, because like what I brought up earlier, like the game makes you comfortable that way. But when they take the power away from you, it's like what a sudden change in what can happen. A complaint that I find completely reasonable to offset what I just said. Max thinking about her action every single time.
Yeah, that was the next thing I was gonna bring up, because like I feel babied as a player that she has to mention it every time you make a big decision. It's just annoying. Like, let me live with the decision I made. I get it.
Yeah. But like, well.
I just realized you have a shark friend.
Yeah, we've had that for a while now.
I've been staring at the screen but not registering anything that's happening.
What?
We have a shark friend, Sarah. You just woke up.
What?
Yeah,
we have a shark friend.
I
What
have
has
been
been
watching.
happening?
This whole time we've been talking, I've been looking at the screen but not registering anything that's been happening.
My heart is beating so fast right now. I have no idea what's going on.
We have a shark friend.
Now we have Shamu. Anyway, but yeah, that's a complaint I find completely reasonable. One complaint that you guys have made, especially on Pam's side, that I feel like you guys have completely missed the point, is Chloe's character.
I don't have context on her. Like, I just find her annoying at this point.
Oh yeah, I get that. I get you find her annoying, but like even without the context of Before the Storm, which I have not really watched, I don't really care about Before the Storm. The Chloe's character is that she is immature because she's basically putting on a front because she's uncomfortable with a lot. I don't say she's uncomfortable, but she doesn't exactly know what to do because literally, it's gonna come on later on, but it's no surprise. Like, her dad's gone, right?
Yeah.
And
we know he's dead.
yeah, we know he's dead, duh. But like you later on you get to meet her dad.
Yeah.
Because
I know that
you saw it.
section.
You saw that
I
section.
played through that.
But you see how different Chloe is, and because of that you see how much her dad was important to her because of how how much influence she had on her and how special I missed that one. How special her dad was. But when he's gone, she basically lost everything. She gets kicked out of Blackwell. She becomes basically a delinquent. She loses all purpose of life because she's basically just wants to run away. She does not know what to do after that. So she's putting on like this front, I guess is the right
Yeah,
word
I know
for
what
it.
you mean. This punk front.
And this punk front
She
because
wasn't like that before.
Yeah, she wasn't like that before because in reality, inside herself, and I'm pretty sure she knows this herself because I think she might have been a problem at one point. She's weak.
That is true.
Yeah. So when you talk about like, oh, she's like she's saying all this stuff like she's annoying or like, oh, like I don't get why she's doing this. It's because she doesn't know what to do. And it's like a reflex. It's a defense mechanism for her.
I just find it annoying that she's just taking it out on Max. Like,
Well,
because I try to play Max like really apologetic and trying to be on her side, but just fucking Chloe ain't having none of that shit.
Chloe ain't having that shit right now.
It's like, well, shit. I'm trying to be a good friend now that I'm here. I'm sorry I left, but then cool. I guess you're just gonna keep being mad at me.
No, but that's actually a good example of not a good example, but a good example of how Chloe has been reacting to things. Because if you compare how the relationship between Max and Chloe to something like Max and her dad, Max pretty much disappeared from Chloe's life suddenly, right?
Yeah.
And now suddenly she's back and she thinks she's alright. Like even at first she didn't completely recognize her, and like and she wasn't there for her when she most needed it. She didn't keep in contact with her when she most needed it.
Yeah.
So it really is like a defense mechanism because like you're not Chloe doesn't feel like Max is her friend.
Which was my primary reason for trying to play Max really apologetic.
Yeah.
But
and
then
like
they just didn't. I don't know, it just doesn't go well.
And it doesn't go well because like Chloe is a brat because it's her reflex with being a brat. Like I get
guess.
that but like I get that you're annoyed by her because of like
It's just like I just don't feel like I can do anything to get her to get on her good side again. Oh, that's pretty cool. That was a cool shot.
yeah like I get what you mean, but it's not like she's being this way for no reason. Like how I feel is Pamela, especially during the gameplay feels where like she's just being a brat for no reason, or she's just being like this for no reason.
For me, it's more irritating, and I find her annoying because it's just frustrating as a person trying to get on their good side, and just no matter what I do, it's just not happening.
Well, that's how it is in real life, though. For people who suffered like significant loss like that and
Why is this-
lost everything, I cannot get in this hole right now.
So I'm trying to figure out like what.
Who've lost like
There we go.
who lost people important to our lives, and like where
What the fuck?
the next most important person, like her mom, pretty much moved on and like is pretty much remarrying while
I
you
can-
haven't moved on, and you feel like you don't have anyone, and the person you had last disappeared too. You would get why she's being defensive and like not trying to get close to you. I might have just finished the game. It feels kind of like the end right now.
Right? That felt very endgamey.
But yeah, that's how it is, and like I get it. It's frustrating. It's annoying. That's how it is.
I just don't feel good as a player playing the game. So many things just pull me out of like. I like the decision I made because, and whenever it's a big decision, immediately followed up by maxing like, oh man, that sucked. What if I did this? It's not enough player gratification.
Yeah, I think those are the two most biggest things. I feel like you guys kind of missed the point there. I think everything else is like, yeah, I get it. Like being annoyed with her, Max repeating everything she
It's
says.
the worst.
The game could be kind of tedious with the rewinding. Like I like those are very legitimate complaints. I'm not gonna say Life is Strange is a good game. I do not think it's a good game, but I think like the themes are there, and I feel like sometimes.
Just was
Well, especially when watching the
framed a little
playthrough.
differently.
Yeah, especially when watching the playthrough, you guys kind of missed that. Yes, that was the end of the game. That was Abzu, everyone.
Wow. You finished Abzu.
Yeah.
What happened?
I destroyed the mines.
You did?
Yeah.
Well,
Speed run, hour 30.
I went from being completely lost in the beginning to
Having
going straight
finished
through it.
Wow.
Well, I guess I'm gonna finish my thought.
I know, we got credits to burn through.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish my thought. Well, but when it comes to something like Life is Strange, I completely forgot what I was about to say. I guess there's one thing that's on my mind that in the playthrough, that I feel like you guys might have missed. To take the money, to not take the money. When you're like, why would you take the money, right?
I get why Chloe wants to take the money.
No,
but-
no. It's not just that.
Okay.
Like, yes, like I get why Chloe wants to take the money, but there's more to that than the money being there than you would think, right? Because it's heavily implied to the point where it's pretty much confirmed that money is
embezzling.
it's not bad. It's straight up a bribe from Nathan's dad. Yeah, because if you look during Nathan's report
His
card,
files, yeah.
his file, when he talks about like Nathan's an outstanding student and we appreciate his contribution to the homeless fund. Yeah, and stuff like that. And slight spoilers for Life is Strange later on is in the part that you know where you change the future basically from going to the past. You know what I'm talking about?
That's exactly where I stopped playing.
Yeah. So that's exactly what we stopped playing, but at least this won't be too much of a spoiler.
I really don't care.
Yeah. Chloe still got kicked out of Blackwell.
That doesn't surprise me.
Not because she was a bad person, but because she didn't get kicked out. She couldn't stay at Blackwell because the school did not have handicap funds.
Rip. I mean, she was also
So-
basically a vegetable.
No, but she's a Winchell. She was completely
Yeah.
willing to go back. Completely willing to go to Blackwell, but she could not have access to Blackwell.
Rip.
Yeah.
Rip Roni.
So, like that's another thing. That's a very small detail. Like it's not that important in the long run, really.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things where like, do you take the money? Do not take the money? You have arguments on both sides there.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I get the point.
It's just that at that moment you're very strongly on why would you ever take the money.
Fair, but like, I'm still strongly on I'm not taking the money. Because, like, yeah, it's basically a bribe, but it's still going to a good cause.
Who
Unless
knows?
he's embezzling. And I don't feel like, I don't know, like, from what we've seen, I don't feel like the principal has been shown to be of questionable morals.
I mean, sort of, because he doesn't believe at all that Nathan's a bad kid, even though everyone in the school knows he's a bad kid.
I mean, it is a pretty serious accusation to say that he was waving around a gun. I can understand at least a little skepticism.
I
don't know.
Well, how should we end this? This has been a weird long play where we talked about Made in Abyss,
Dude,
anime,
it's so
Marvel
weird.
movies,
It
and
got
life stories.
meta. Complained about Made in Abyss, Marvel movies, a little bit on DC movies. Then we got on talking about our own Let's Plays.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's happened before on other shows. Yeah, we finished the credits. We've come full circle. Now what?
Now what? Watch our podcast. If you enjoyed this, you might enjoy the podcast.
Oh man.
We have 2 episodes up, maybe 3 by the time this goes up.
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I'm not gonna say it's more complaining, but it sort of is.
It depends on the top. Actually, no.
So
They've
far,
pretty
it's
much all
just
been
been.
complaining. Yeah.
So far, it's just been complaining.
but some of them are like social stuff.
Yeah. We try to get something in there that's meaningful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any last words, Sarah?
I'm gonna take, I'm gonna go sleep. I'm really tired, so, that's it. That's all I got.
Good closing remarks.
Thanks for watching me play Abzu. Sorry for any Abzu players for the beginning there where I got completely lost.
Thanks for listening to us complain.
Thanks for listening to us complain. Now, we enjoy movies a lot, so we have a lot to say about it.
Yeah.
Maybe one of these days, if we ever do a long play again, we'll talk about something we really like.
Yeah, hopefully.
Anyways, bye guys.
Bye-bye.
Alright. Oh, bye.